Playing one-on-one basketball is actually very important to be able to work on your skills. You're going to be able to see what works, what doesn't work, what you need to improve on when you've got a defender in your face. You can really work on a lot. You can then try out new moves. You can try out new ways of attacking a defender without having to be in a 5-on-5 game where everybody is relying on you to score or relying on you not to make a mistake like miss a layup. So, if you are a basketball player, here are some tips that you're going to need absolutely 100%. So in this first clip, when David attacks Zach, he goes to his right side and then he spins off. When he spins off, he then goes towards that left side. Zach is, however, still on David's right side of his body, and that makes it for a tough inside hand finish. While in this next clip, we see Zach now attacking David, using a little bit more of his body, and then, of course, scoring on David. Now, why is this important? Well, now David is going up against somebody who is much bigger and stronger than he is. In this video, this is taken about a year ago when David was in grade 7 and Zach was in grade 12. There's 5 years difference between these two players. So now David is going up against somebody who is much bigger and stronger than he is himself. Now in this clip, David is back on offense and he is trying to size up Zach. Now, going up against a bigger body and somebody who maybe has an inch or two in height on David, this will allow David to now work on working the post against somebody who is much older and, of course, stronger yet again. And then, of course, if a defender gives you space, now you're learning, hey, if I've got this much distance between myself and my defender, can I get this shot off? And, of course, the answer here is yes. Now, while in this clip, David takes quite a few dribbles and eventually gets his shot blocked, he actually learned something in this possession too, and that was he was getting to a point where he was becoming basically for Zach to be able to guess what he was going to do next, which now David has to switch up his strategy because now Zach is being able to guess what David's next move is going to be. Now, in this clip, we have David sizing up Zach. David attacks quicker this time, and he was able to get the layup off. However, due to Zach's bigger, stronger size, that disrupted David's layup just enough to a point where he missed it. However, by going up against bigger, stronger players, like I've said in the past in this video, this is going to now allow David later on, when he gets to an actual game, to be able to score on bigger players. And then when he goes up against smaller, regular-sized players in his age, then it's just going to be much easier. Now, in this clip, we have Zach going up against David. David gave just too much room for Zach to be able to get a shot off, and Zach was able to score on David. This now shows David that he needs to keep closer to his defenders so that he can contest the shot much better. Now here, David actually freezes Zach and gets Zach onto his heels, and because Zach's hands were down, David was able to get that floater up. Now he's working on floaters being contested by a defender. Now this is back before David worked on his left hand, and here he goes up with an inside hand layup where Zach was easily able to block that shot. Now, this is one of the reasons why David really started working on his left hand, because he doesn't want to get blocked. So by now going up against players who can see what he is about to do and block his shots, he was able to learn from that so that he could train and get better at that one specific thing. Now remember all of those other times where he got blocked going towards his left side and then going for that right hand layup? Now he learned, I need to take that shot fake, I need to take that fake, get Zach up into the air, pivot back around and go for that layup or that floater. This is what you want to be able to learn from one-on-one games. If you can learn from one-on-one games like David does and many others do, you are going to be an amazing basketball player. I hope that these tips help you become a better basketball player. If they do, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below and tell David and Zach that they did a fantastic job. Now, keep in mind that they were not working at 100% in this video because David was returning back from a pulled hamstring. So good job, boys.